Hey guys, it's Amanda and Barron, and we are back again with Kickin Cancer Cares. And our sponsor for the second half is Venti's Cafe. So we're kind of in the theme of New Year's resolutions. So if you are wanting to start eating clean and healthy and good, or you want to go vegetarian or vegan and test out the waters with that, Venti's Cafe is a great option for all of that, as well as just eating naughty as well. So definitely go check them out. They've got amazing options. Like I've said in the past, I am not a fan of anything not cheese and dairy products, like a vegan cheese. No.
You were very concerned with that vegan cheese.
It was just not even something I was going to try. And then my sisters had ordered it and I didn't know, and I tried it and it was like, oh, this is really good. Like what kind of, definitely has the cheese flavor, but there's something different about it. But it's so good. What is it? And they're like, it's the vegan cheese. I'm like, what? What did I just eat? Super good. Everything's phenomenal in that restaurant. So definitely check them out. And they've got a great dessert menu as well. Creme brulee's on it. That's always normally like in really, really fancy restaurants. You can only find it. They've got it at Venti's. So definitely go check it out.
And that was another one of the shows we did this last year. I thought that was so much fun, was to actually go into Venti's and record in his kitchen.
It was. That was a blast because we got to see, it was our first time trying their patties. So you can get regular beef patties.
The Buddha burger.
But you can also get the patty is like a mushroom lentil patty.
Yep.
And yes, we had the Buddha burger and it was so stinking good. And then that's when I tried their jackfruit also.
And you didn't even know what jackfruit was.
Never heard of jackfruit ever. And I get it on the nacho. It's a spicy jackfruit. And it tastes like a meat, and it looks like a pulled pork. But it's not.
And it has a bit of a actual meat texture and flavor to it.
Very much so.
So you don't even realize that it's actually not meat.
No. And so I love when I eat there because it's like, I am eating so good. And so I extra indulge and it's like, no, you can't do that.
It's real food,
but it's so good. Yes. Yep. So good. And you feel good about what you're putting into your body. And the amount of things I've tried there that I have never tried anywhere, like the vegan and the jackfruit and all of that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And it's right here.
And it was also great that we could actually take our show into his kitchen.
Yes.
That was fun.
And do it from inside his kitchen,
Armando, shout out to Armando, the chef.
Yep. And shout out to Ashlie because she took the camera and was like right on the food. I
had to move around and maneuver. Right. It was cool though.
That was probably a fun one for you to edit too, I'll bet.
It was.
Those are probably like hard ones to edit though.
They are kind of, yes.
Well, as we're progressing through the year, I think I got us to about May. And we had another great guest that came in May. Do you remember when Eve Mills came in? Her little son, I think he was not even a year old, had that brain tumor.
Oh, yes.
And finding it from him falling on the stairs.
Yes. Yep. Yes, I do remember that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it just dislodged itself.
If he hadn't fallen, he probably wouldn't even know he had it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I remember that. That's crazy.
So her son, Hunter, May is Brain Cancer Awareness Month. And they always say wear gray in May because gray is the color for brain cancer.
Okay. Yeah.
And so we honored her son, Hunter, that month.
Okay.
Another one of our honorees, but that was a great guest.
Do you have an update on him by any chance?
He's doing great. He's cancer-free. I think he's 24 now. He's
grown and living life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Just an active member of the community. Fortunately, his was a better way of getting it out than Michael Brown because to get it out of Michael, there was a lot of damage done in the process, whereas in Hunter's case, he's doing a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing that fun happened in June, this was the second year we did it, was our dragon boat race.
Yes.
And I think the official, we came in at about almost $4,000 raised.
Wow.
For that dragon boat race.
That's cool.
And again, a lot of people wonder where this money goes. Well, everything stays local, right? We are doing things, and I have an idea for something I want to do next year. I'll talk about that in a minute, but just to really kind of keep that money local for people. If nothing more, just to bring awareness to who in your community is going through this cancer battle.
Yeah.
And so that money we raised at the Dragon Boat Race was for that specifically. And you were on the boat this year.
I got to participate this year.
Yeah.
So what did you think of the Dragon Boat Race?
It was a lot of fun. Is
it an art to row and to keep in sync?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. That's for sure. You just got to keep that flow and the timing. So that was It was cool. It was
That's
interesting.
cool.
This is the
Yeah.
first time I've ever done something like that. I've kayaked before,
But totally different,
It's
right?
so different
Yeah.
than kayaking.
because you have to keep your paddle like precise.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
It was
like
cool.
there's like practices and
Oh, yeah.
everything.
Yeah, we did
It's
two
not just to
practices.
hop in and have fun.
No.
It's a commitment.
Yeah.
Well, and there was a lot of other teams there. The energy at the festival was
The
amazing.
World Beat Festival. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's huge tradition. Lots of people show up. It's awesome.
And it was fun to be on the river again this year. Last year we won, and as we started off, it seemed like we were all pretty tight. And then that one team just kind of took off and just inched away.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, they
Right.
just took
Move
off
on.
ahead
That's
of
all
us
right, though.
so fast.
That's all right.
But like you said, it's about the timing of getting those paddles in
Yeah.
the boat. You
Yeah.
know, the fun thing is that we were able to get 3 different teams together, 3 different communities
Right.
together, right?
Mhm.
Scott Mills was there, and he does a lot of stuff with hospice, and so he was raising money for his hospice group out of Portland. And then there was the Alzheimer's group that was there, and then of
Okay.
course again those 3 groups were the ones that were paddling this year.
Okay.
So just a great event there for us in June. But also in June was when Cindy did her first Go Team event.
Oh, all right.
So she had a lady over in the Bend area that they wanted to support. That lady needed to get down to the Arizona area. Climate's better for the cancer she's going through. So they just wanted to do some funds to help get her down to Arizona. And she pulled off a great event over in the Bend area.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
kind of a what am I trying here? Kind of a rummage sale kind of an event that they had for
Yeah.
her. With the bed, but it was just fun to watch Cindy as she's learning and growing and
progressing.
blossoming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watching her do her thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you learn as you do these things, and if you don't try them, you're not going
Amen.
Trial
to
and
get better.
error.
Right.
Trial and
Trial
error.
and error. That's the only way you learn.
Mhm. And what may work for one person may not work for another. So good for her for trying new things and venturing on her own. And
Boy, we've seen that so much. The ones that we've done is that what works for one person is not going to work for another one.
right.
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then we went into July rolls on to our Go Team here, and that was for Elena.
Okay.
And you met Elena's mom.
Yep.
And her aunt.
Mm-hmm.
And Elena's doing well.
Good.
Elena's doing really well.
And her mom was Amanda, right?
Yep.
If I remember correctly.
Yep.
And they made bracelets and all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did a lot of stuff on their own, and they brought that with them. Her aunt works for a title company here in town,
Yes.
and so her company was a huge support for the event itself. We did it out at San Am there in Staten, and what was really fun is Pacific Stair had wanted to find a way to do another one, like we'd done the one for Jason that worked there.
Yeah.
So they want to do another one for other people. So when the event was all said and done, they came to me and they said, when you've got the numbers all in, let us know how much, and we'll write you a matching check.
That's cool.
And
That's
I
really
want to
cool.
take the time to like remind people, like when it comes to Go Team events and things like that,
Yeah.
what Kickin Cancer does. It's all about like bringing that community support together. Like
Yep.
imagine it as Kickin Cancer is kind of the backbone as to bringing the whole community around and everybody contributing.
Yes.
And so it's not like Kickin Cancer's like, hey, we got all this money and we're just going to give it to you.
Right, right.
It's all about like raising that money with the ones that come together for these events and things like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's awesome to see the people that come out of the woodwork in the community and they really show up. It's awesome.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And that one, again, when that was all said and done, that was a check for over $10,000 as well.
That's cool. That's
So
really
that means that between the events that happened in Bend, there's another one that happened in Corvallis, and the ones we did, I think we raised a little over $30,000 this year
wow. That's cool.
for just different families throughout the area.
Yeah. That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah.
And
That's
we've never
really
been
cool.
specific about what they do with it. I know for Russ, there was a big, huge medical bill that needed to be paid.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yep.
Got
whatever
his medical bills caught up.
whatever you do to take care of it, that's what the money's there for.
Well, and each family struggles in different ways when cancer hits them as well. Like Amanda, the mom, having to take time off work and be there for her daughter and commuting back and forth to hospitals and different visits and appointments. And it just, it's a big burden on families in so many different ways. So
Right.
I kind of really love the idea that you're not like, okay, we're going to give you this money, but you have to spend it on X,
Right.
Y, and Z.
Right.
No, this is to help your family during this difficult time, however we may
Financial
help it.
relief.
Yeah, however that may.
Yeah.
If it may be your car payment that you missed, or your mortgage payment that you missed, or your gas to get you to and from up to the hospital, or to stay in a hotel because it's so far away that
Yep.
you need to stay overnight. Like, I love that because it helps them in so many different ways.
Right.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And we've seen everything from somebody used the money to create a ramp for their wheelchair to get up into the house.
Yeah.
To someone use the money to pay the bills.
Mm-hmm.
We had one person use money to pay off their house.
We had somebody that did a whole trip around the United States on his motorcycle right before he passed as well, because he had a bucket list that he wanted to do and he was going to pass regardless. And so he went and did his bucket list.
Yeah.
So
And-
it's really, yeah.
And that was Josh Corey.
Yes.
And interesting you brought him up because today is the 1 year anniversary of his passing.
No way. Okay.
So he does this whole bucket list. He goes and rides the United States. He comes back, and then succumbed to cancer at the end of last year.
Yeah. But he got to do his bucket list items. So that
that
was
was-
really cool. And he
Right.
even got to extend it a little bit more.
Oh yeah,
And he just put a tent on the back of his Harley and off he went, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
He told us he needed about $3,700, somewhere right on that range would be enough for the gas and the hotels as we went along. And when the money was all done, we raised $7,300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he was able to do more on that trip than he originally planned.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
That's the
what
only
a
thing about-
great farewell to life.
Oh, huge farewell for him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The other thing that was really fun for us this year is we were able to start working alongside some other organizations. And I think that's where we were able to take our influence to help their causes. So we had the gal with the Oral Cancer Foundation come in.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were able to go to Corvallis and be there with them for their walk for oral cancer.
That's cool.
That was a good turnout too.
Yeah.
It was a
yeah.
really good turnout.
I can't remember
yeah.
the exact number they had, but when I first met her, they were going to do it in Tigard.
Mhm.
And she asked me to come and be like the keynote speaker before the event. I think they had about 20, 25 at that one. And I said, your core is back in Corvallis. I mean, stick to where you're good
Right.
at. That's where you're. And I think they had about 100 show up this year.
Oh, wow.
And they
That's
did
awesome.
exams, and then they did like giveaways and
That's cool.
face painting and
Yeah.
bubbles, and it was a good time
Yeah.
from what I saw on social media.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did it. They did a great job of getting some good pictures up on social
Mhm.
media for us.
Yeah.
Out there.
That's cool.
And people don't realize how simple it is to do like an oral cancer screening.
Mhm.
I mean, while I was there, I took advantage of it. They just do a few checks inside your mouth to make sure there's no oral cancer forming inside your mouth.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that stuck out for me was that it's younger and younger people that are getting it,
Yes.
and what they're finding is kind of a contributing factor with the HPV kind of being thrown in there. Mind you, do your research, okay? But this is just things that I remember from this as to being brought up, but just that it's younger people
Yeah.
now that it's affecting.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of that goes back to what we're consuming in our foods.
Mm-hmm.
Colon cancer numbers are going down. Breast cancer numbers are going as far as
Hormones.
no, they're not going down as far as less cases. They're going down as far as the age of the person
Yeah.
that's getting the cancer.
The older we get, the smarter we get.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, hold on. We got to get healthy here.
Yeah.
Got to be more
Mindful.
aware of what we're doing.
Mindful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a time when they were suggesting you get your colon cancer screened at 50 years old,
Yeah.
and then they said 45, and now they're saying 40.
That's the one thing I'm just like, I don't want to do it. They're like, you're really adulting when you do that. I'm like,
I got it.
Well,
Thanks.
having done the colon cancer screening,
Mhm.
that is super simple. Now, colonoscopy,
Yeah, I know. It
That's a different story.
equivalates into that, though, right?
I mean, eventually they got to meet.
Right.
potentially.
Right?
yeah.
Oh, we got to get to adulting even more, Amanda.
Well, even the colonoscopies aren't bad. They put you out, so you don't even know
It's
what's
the
going on.
prep beforehand.
Yes, there's
Probably after, too.
a lot of prep
Oh,
beforehand.
no, just before. I follow a lot of like funny people that have had it done, and there's one lady that it's a
I feel like
journey.
afterwards would be like,
She's like, I
Really
got me some sushi for afterwards.
Airy.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
challenge beforehand is they give you these drinks to get
Oh.
things flushed through your system.
okay.
Yeah. And there's certain
Right.
things you can't consume. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We got to put that on our list.
Yes,
Is
apparently.
that one of your to-dos for this next
Yeah,
year?
I got my mammogram, got that done. Now
Okay.
it's on to the next one.
Okay.
You're going to take care of both
Let
sides.
me know
of
when you do
Getting
that.
old, right?
Just kidding.
Yeah.
You guys can do that one together.
We'll hold hands,
At
okay?
the same time. Well, the other thing that was fun was to get involved with the Breast Friends organization again
Yes.
with their walk, and they do a 5K run.
It's amazing to see what they do in the community. And if you haven't looked into them, you really should.
Mm-hmm.
You can just Google search Breast Friends Oregon, and their stuff starts compiling right there in the search. But
Mm-hmm.
what they do is absolutely amazing.
They do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And they work with so many other people in the communities too that kind of contribute. Like they
Mhm.
do a wig giveaway
Yep.
thing,
Yep.
which is pretty interesting.
And they do some what they call walk and talks.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Mhm.
So they'll just pick
Lots
a time
of support.
Yeah.
and place, and then they just kind of do this little social support walk and talks.
I love
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the big event that they hold where it's like they honor everybody that's gone through it or is going
Yeah.
through it or that's passed from it. I haven't been to one yet, but you have.
Yeah. I've been,
Marianne was at it
Yeah.
right before she passed,
Yeah.
right?
it was actually just a little over a year ago when they had their event, and Marianne was one of their main speakers.
Yeah.
And it was just before the event started that she came to me and told me that she
Yeah.
had very little time left.
Mm-hmm.
But it is an amazing event they pulled together. And they probably have 300 people show up at their event.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good turnout.
It's a good turnout. And it's, it's breast cancer survivors, either newly diagnosed or having been a survivor for some time, and their family that shows up. And they do an absolutely beautiful event at the end where they bring the newly diagnosed, that's their first year, they bring them up on stage and turn their backs. And they have people who have been survivors for a certain length of time, and they just keep going longer and longer and longer out. And they have this little candle they light out. And then they have all the newly diagnosed turn around and look at the audience.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, this is what hope looks like.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
With this crowd full of people that are
Surviving in
surviving.
front of
Yeah.
you.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do a really cool fashion show at the event too.
Okay.
They let the different ladies who are survivors do the fashion show walk.
Giving them some empowering security
Yeah.
because I can only imagine how insecure you start to feel
Mhm.
when you go through
I
that.
can-
So
yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Women
Yes.
empowering each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then the last thing we did this, and it was really recent because we had Cheryl come in as a guest, but Cheryl had 3 different people that she had connected with on her farm
Yes.
down in Corvallis.
Ben, John, and Mark.
Ben, John, and Mark. And Ben is actually our honoree for this month.
Okay.
But they want to do an event there in Corvallis for all 3 of these guys together. And so it wasn't like a person's name like most of the Go teams. It was
Mhm.
Go Team Corvallis.
Mm-hmm.
But they pulled together a pretty awesome event at that as
Music heals, money helps.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. It was more like a let's get together and like just spread love
Just
and
honor
music
one another.
and just be happy.
Yeah.
And it was like, from what I saw,
well. From the pictures I saw.
Yeah.
too.
Same.
it
From what I
was-
saw, it looked
was
really cool.
good turnout.
And what
everybody
she said.
had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that level of support for those 3 guys specifically just really showed up in their own lives.
Yep.
They really appreciated what had been done for them that night.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
How could you not?
right?
Really
I mean,
cool.
Yeah.
I think
Special.
once the money was raised and the expenses were paid and then divided 3 ways, it wasn't like they got a lot of money,
Right.
but they were thrilled with the event itself.
Yes,
Mhm.
I think it was more about the event than the money. Just coming together, honoring them, letting them just indulge
Have a
in their
good time.
music and fun and
Forget about everything else
Yep.
and just have a good
Let's
time
just
in that moment.
be
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Which is why they gave the name of the event. The event was called Music Heals.
money help.
Money helps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's going to talk about the money,
No.
but the music was very healing for these guys.
And she
Yeah.
made like the donations part of it like really organic. Like she said there was jars around or
Yeah.
like if you want to contribute.
No pressure.
Yep. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And people will, when you give them the opportunity, they'll step up and help.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Step up and help. So that kind of got me inspired as to what more can we do as we head into 2026. And one of the things that I love that Breast Friends does is they call it their hug gifts, but it's $100 gift card that they mail out to people.
Okay.
And I realize the Go teams are great, but when you're talking about a big fundraiser, golf tournament, auction, anything like that, people want to see a bigger impact from their dollars.
Mm-hmm.
What can we do as an organization that would have a bigger impact for their dollars? And so I would like to see us begin to create a general pot of money that can be used for a specific request.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, this month alone, I've gotten 3 requests come through for assistance.
Right.
And I don't want to have to start saying no. Like we can do a go team, and then the rest of you guys we can't.
Right.
Right,
You know?
right. And people aren't understanding though, like when we do go teams, we kind of have to put them out there a little bit to show people, and that's really hard when
Right.
they're like, I don't want to put myself out there like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's, like still showing like, okay, well, what can we do?
Right.
And if you don't want to be out there, especially like when it comes to kids and things like that,
Yeah.
or people that just aren't out there, just to show like, okay, well, we're going to reevaluate, like maybe we can.
Still do something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had one come in, and I was very honest with him, like, this isn't going to do very well if you're not willing to show the story of what's going on
Right.
and a picture of who the money's for.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, at that time, I said, we don't really have a fund set up to just give you money.
Yeah.
And so I look at other events that happen in the city where people get good turnout. I mean, significant amount of money is raised
From the community.
from the
coming
community.
Around. Yeah.
Because that money is
Yes.
going to go, the community is given to a pot, and that pot can be used for kind of a Make-A-Wish type event.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
makes sense?
It does.
Yeah. And so,
That's cool.
I mean, there's a wonderful, wonderful commercial that's floating around right now for Make-A-Wish Foundation, but it's in the Children's Hospital, and you may have seen the commercial, and it's this boy who's bald,
Mhm.
and he asked this girl who's in the hospital too if she'll go to prom with him.
Yes, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't wish for a prom, he wished for a prom for her.
Yes.
But you can see in the picture that she's got a port set up here.
Yeah.
And if we had the funds to then say, we understand that you need this particular item in your life.
Yep.
How can we help with that specific item?
Yeah.
A lot of the requests that come in, it's like they would like some financial help, but
Yeah.
how much financial help can we do? How many go teams can we do?
Right.
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 So I think a big push for us as we go into next year is how can we do events that would raise $50, $60, $70, $80,000 to help more people with a card to get gas to go up to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Things like
Yeah.
that. So
Mhm.
that's one of the big pushes I want to
Because
see.
those are a lot. There's a lot of need for that, I'm sure.
It's a lot of
Mhm.
need. The amount of money you spend for gas just to get to the hospital alone is huge.
I can. Yeah.
And you're behind your rent or your utilities or
You,
you
got
know.
to pick and choose which bill is priority this
Yeah.
month. You
Yeah.
know.
And we'll probably have to evaluate this as an organization. Go, okay, so how do we make those parameters on how much we're giving out?
Right.
Those all
Mhm.
the logistics can be figured out. But how can we help more people in more cases?
Yeah. I
You
love
know,
that.
and
That's
so
cool. So
that's
that's the goal.
So that's the goal, is to try to create some kind of a Make-A-Wish type
Yeah.
bucket
Yeah.
that we could utilize the money to help more people out. Because thanks to Ashley's work on social media, they know who we are.
Yeah.
And more requests
Yeah.
are coming in
Right.
Yeah.
for
right.
assistance. And we just don't have the resource right now to help more people in the way that they would like us to.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
And also the understanding of what is it that Kickin Cancer does and where does the money go? And
Right.
how does it work? And this giving clarity as to it's bigger than just Kickin Cancer.
Right.
Like we're just the backbone, a
Right.
little bit of the structure, and then that community comes around.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I think organizations or people that have the money would donate $50, $60, $70,000 if they knew that that was going to sit there to be used for people specifically.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so that's one of my big challenges is how do we make that happen in 2026?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm excited to see you make it happen
I'm
because I
sure
know
it can.
you, Baron.
I know we can.
Right.
Every
right.
other idea so far, we want to figure out how to make it happen. So
Yeah.
now it's just trying to get the logistics figured out.
Okay. I love it. I love
So.
it a lot. All right. Well, huge shout out to Venti's Cafe. Were you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Making sure I have time here.
No, we're just going to stay here, guys. You want to sit on the radio with us
Sorry.
for a little while?
So huge shout out to Venti's Cafe. New Year's Eve is literally right around the corner. So if you want to eat better, eat healthier, or just maybe dip your toes in what is vegan like? What
Yeah.
is vegetarian like? What is a lentil mushroom patty taste like? Is that even something that I can jam with? Well, go give it a shot at Venti's Cafe and see what it's like.
And you'll be pleasantly surprised with vegan food.
Promise you will
Pleasantly
be.
surprised.
And if you want to bring your kids, they've got phenomenal food that's good for them as well. The grilled cheese sandwich, they've got mac and cheese. They've got, and I want to make it very clear, they have normal burgers as well. You can get a meat patty with your burger or chicken or whatever. They've got all the options.
You can indulge or you can be mindful.
Yes. Yes.
That's a good way to put it.
I do a little bit of both every time I go.
Yep.
I'm naughty and I'm good.
Moderation.
Yes. But I have to say their sweet potato fries with the coconut and honey on top. Please order at least like a little half order or something just to give them a try. They are so delicious. I've actually switched to sweet potato fries versus regular fries because they're so stinking good.
Yeah.
And they're good. The sweet potatoes are good for you.
Who knew
really
eating healthy could taste so stinking good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet potatoes are
It
good
can.
for you.
All right. We'll be back next week
As
the movement continues.
I mean, next year.